This year, we are showcasing 19 projects that have used concrete in a variety of ways, including an otter zoo exhibit, marina renovation, college residence hall, dairy farm, and a whitewater park. The 37th Annual Concrete Design Awards recognizes 83 winning project team members comprised of owners, architects, engineers, contractors, and ready-mix producers. The Wisconsin Ready-Mix Concrete Association and co-sponsors Carew Concrete and Supply, Euclid Chemical, GRT Mapei, Rivcrete Ready-Mix, Sika Corporation, and the Wisconsin chapter of the American Concrete Institute are proud to announce this year's winners. As the project description is being presented, we ask project team members to please make your way forward to accept your award. Spring Breeze Dairy won in the agricultural category. The dairy farm required extreme engineering design skill and coordination on the part of many companies. The farming complex is the latest addition to a partnership of 5 families who own and operate several farms throughout Wisconsin. More than 11,000 cubic yards of ready-mix concrete was used to construct new facilities that allowed the farm to grow from 1,800 to 3,500 cows. In all, ready-mix was used to construct a manure pit, several barns, a storage shed, milking parlor, and pathways connecting buildings. This immense job required 3 different contractors to operate on site. All 3 contractors relied on the same supplier for the ready-mix concrete. This system required a great deal of coordination to make sure the right trucks were getting to the right contractor. In addition, there were more than 20 different design mixes used throughout this project. Project team members include concrete supplier County Materials Corporation, contractor Milas Flatwork, contractor Spiegelberg Implement, contractor Everlasting Concrete, engineer Keller, engineer Roach & Associates. Abbey Marina Harbor renovation won in the commercial category. This project consisted of a complete renovation of the Abbey Marina Harbor in Fontana, Wisconsin. The Abbey Marina is a 407 slip full-service boating facility. The entire perimeter of the harbor was redone with a new seawall and sidewalks, along with a boat ramp, patios, and curb and gutter. Over 1,100 cubic yards went into the renovation. Most of the concrete was an air-entrained, straight 6-bag mix, and some sections required a higher early-strength 7-bag mix. The project started in late 2017 after the boating season and was completed almost a year later. The majority of the concrete was placed in late 2017 and early 2018, with scattered pours throughout 2018. Some challenges faced were fighting through the bitter cold weather and wind on the lake and dealing with the water. Since almost all of the work was on the water, it required the use of barges for the finishers and equipment. Besides the material for the seawall renovation, ready-mix concrete was the primary material for the job. Project team members include owner Abbey Marina, concrete supplier Otto Jacobs Company, contractor LPS Utilities, engineer WBK Engineering. Peace United Methodist Church won in the concrete overlay category. The Peace United Methodist Church parking lot was originally spec'd in asphalt. The concrete contractor discussed the benefits of a concrete parking lot over an asphalt parking lot, including low-cost maintenance, sustainability, cost-effectiveness, and longevity. Based on these factors, the church decided on a concrete parking lot. The concrete contractor used a binary 4,500 PSI concrete mix placed at a 4-inch slump to complete the project. The total amount of concrete placed was 297 yards. The concrete was placed using a Somero 3D laser screed, making operations run smoothly and timely. The project was completed in 1 day, including prep and setup. Efficiency of the contractor was most important, as there was a specific time frame for completion of the project. Once completed, the church was another satisfied customer using concrete as the preferred pavement. This project is just another example of more and more businesses realizing the benefits of concrete over asphalt in our area. Project team members include owner, Peace United Methodist Church, concrete supplier, MCC, contractor and engineer, Milas Flatwork. Milwaukee County Zoo Otter exhibit won in the decorative commercial category. On May 20th, 2018, Governor Walker welcomed the Milwaukee County Zoo's newest members with the opening of the Otter Passage exhibit. This incredible exhibit showcases 1,700 feet of dry land and 2 pools containing a total of 10,000 gallons of water connected by a stream to accommodate the strong swimming otters. To create this lifelike environment, several different concrete mixes, integral colors, release agents, and stamping patterns were used. The most challenging aspect was the cracked mud area surrounding the exhibit. Sun Buff liquid color was chosen with a combination of a summer beige and walnut release to replicate natural mud. The area was created with a specially designed stamping tool. Once the concrete was poured and stamped, a handcrafted tool was gently pressed into the wet concrete to create the otter tracks. A traditional 6-bag mix with mid-range water reducer achieved the desired strength and durability. To complete the stamped areas, the surrounding sections were poured with a medium gray integral smoke color. The concrete mix was the state A2 DOT mix. The smoke color was so impressive that the design team kept expanding the area it was used. The extra work challenged the project's schedule, requiring a unique curing and penetrating sealer so that the concrete could be used immediately. In total, over 450 cubic yards of concrete was poured using the smoke color. The new Otter exhibit is a first of its kind in the nation and will be enjoyed for generations to come. Project team members include owner, Milwaukee County Zoo, concrete supplier, Rivcrete Ready Mix, contractor, C.G. Schmidt, construction manager, Gilbane Building Company, architect, PGAV Destinations, engineer, K. Singh and Associates. Wausau Whitewater Park won a special merit in the decorative commercial category. This beautiful 3rd-mile-long whitewater course in Wausau is used for regional and international competitions. The course first opened in 1974 and has since seen many changes. Last year, the nonprofit board announced plans for upgrades to meet its reputation as the longest-running used natural world-class course in the world. The project consisted of 99 yards of concrete to create pathways and viewing areas, the first part of a 10-year master plan. The decision to make major upgrades was first addressed because of the park's limited handicap and emergency accessibility. The park regularly hosts major competitions, so it is important that people can access the different viewing areas. One of the biggest changes was the use of integral color for the pathways instead of stained concrete, which was previously used. Integral color concrete was chosen as it requires less maintenance and is better suited to withstand the elements. Nature proved the biggest challenge for this installation. The new path runs along the edge of the Wisconsin River bank, where there are many natural rock outcroppings that either needed to be removed or worked around. Another challenge was the river bank's aggressive slope down to the water. After the excavation process, the contractor laid a fabric liner to hold the base layer and help prevent washouts. Several pump trucks were deployed to the project because the ready-mix trucks couldn't reach the site. This phase of the project was completed within 1 month. Project team members include owner and architect, Wausau Kayak Canoe Corporation, concrete supplier, County Materials Corporation, contractor, Precision Grading and Utilities, engineer, Becker Hoppy. The Haig-Hansen residential driveway won in the decorative residential category. This project submission is in honor and memory of our late ready-mix rep and friend, Andy Balch. The 5,590 square foot custom driveway consisted of a 4,000 psi air-entrained 6-bag mix with a 0.5% non-chloride accelerator. The design goal was to create a decorative appeal that complemented the home while adding unique beauty. The project included complete removal of an existing failed asphalt driveway. Prior to on-site construction, the crew prefabricated the framing with custom materials for the decorative inlay. Pouring and finishing multiple stages on separate days with different colors and textures presented unique challenges. Meeting up with fixed walls, elevations of the home, and a detached garage while maintaining proper drainage and structural integrity was a necessity. The 18-inch wide, 1,100 square foot stamped and bark colored border was installed 8 inches thick. The The 4,000 square foot lava-colored body was poured at a 5.5-inch depth and had a medium texture broomed finish. The 482 square foot decorative inlays used a leather integral color with an orchard stone stamp. The border and inlays were released with a walnut antiquing agent. Number 4 rebar tied on chairs and number 10 wire mesh were installed to integrate the multiple pours and provide durability. Upon completion, 2 coats of an acrylic sealer were applied. The edges were finish graded, seated, and landscaped to meet existing features. All in all, our team is proud to have been chosen to meet the client's high expectations and install their new custom driveway. We feel it is truly a work of art. Project team members include concrete supplier, Wingra Ready Mix, architect and contractor, Moyers Inc., DBA, D.W. Nelson. The Roloff residence won a special merit in the decorative residential category. The Roloff family was looking for a modern and industrial look for their concrete project, starting with the footings and walls, which varied in height from the elevation to the land. They were 4 to 6 feet tall and 12 inches thick. The back patio area took the longest to set up and pour due to the random squares with 6-inch gaps between them and were hand troweled. There were 2 tiers of concrete steps added as well. The job was finished by doing the massive driveway and sidewalks. These were all 5 inches thick with grids of number 4 rebar throughout. The concrete was saw cut and broomed. The project included about 312 yards of 4,500 psi low chert with fiber concrete. The 4-week project was fun and challenging with just a crew of 5 guys. Some of the challenges were due to the layout of the property and trying to get the proper pitch so everything pitches away from the house. Another major challenge was the weather, as it was done during a hot stretch of the summer, thus resulting in minimal margin for error. Project team members include owners Adam and Ashley Roloff, concrete supplier Ozingo Ready Mix, contractor Next Level Concrete. The Carthage College Residential Tower won in the Education, Healthcare, and Public category. The Carthage College Residential Tower project is a 9-story, 50,000 square foot residence hall housing 126 students located on the shore of Lake Michigan in Kenosha. 3,523 cubic yards was used to complete the project in July of 2018. The tower connects 2 existing residence halls, providing beautifully designed suite-style rooms while tripling the amount of common space on campus. The project utilized an 8-inch, 2-way flat-plate floor design to maximize the available floor-to-deck height. Available vertical space was highly constrained to allow the tower to connect with the adjacent residence halls. Both existing halls were constructed in the 1970s and have a very low floor-to-floor height by modern standards. The tower project utilized several mixed designs, including 4,000 psi footings and slabs on grade, 5,000 psi columns, shear walls, beams, foundation walls, and floor slabs. Mixed designs were adjusted throughout the year as the structure was completed throughout the harsh winter, with site work completed in late spring. Site concrete included a terraced seat step retaining wall and fire access drive around the property, with pigments being used in decorative bands. Part of the unique project aesthetics include residence rooms featuring exposed concrete ceilings and columns, while lounge spaces also include exposed walls and beams. Unique care was taken through the forming systems, mixed design, and pre-coordination of mechanical sleeves and embedded conduits to produce a strikingly clean final surface left exposed with only a simple acid wash. Project team members include owner Carthage College, concrete supplier Point Ready Mix, contractor The Bold Company, architect Workshop Architects, engineer Grafe. Walker's Landing won in the ICF category. Sitting along the Milwaukee River in downtown Milwaukee is one of the most unique apartment structures in the city. What makes this building so special is the construction method used to build it. The Walker's Landing project took an unconventional approach using insulating concrete forms, more commonly referred to as ICF. Benefits of using an ICF wall system is the unmatched comfort, energy efficiency, strength, and noise reduction. As the owner and developer of our own buildings, we know using an ICF system is a far superior construction method. It might surprise people, but the upfront cost between wood and ICF is virtually zero. After factoring in the cost savings, it's an easy decision, stated owner Ryan Bedford. On average, an ICF structure will have a 50% savings in energy efficiency over a wood-built structure, which is significant when you factor in hundreds of apartments throughout a building. The concrete mix used for the ICF system was a 4,000 psi air and train mix. Due to the height and size of the walls, much of the 2,000 cubic yards of concrete was pumped in the wall forms. To achieve the higher slump and workability of the concrete, a combination of mid-range and high-range water reducers were also used. On October 18, 2018, the National Ready Mixed Concrete Association showcased Walker's Landings to owners, developers, and engineers from all over the country. This nationally recognized building proves that ICF systems are not only environmentally friendly, they are also financially smart. Project team members include owner and developer, Bedford Development, concrete supplier, Rivcrete Ready Mix, contractor construction manager, Bedford Builders, architect, Engberg Anderson, engineer, TDI Associates. Didion Milling Facility Rebuild won in the industrial category. The first phase of rebuilding at Didion Milling began with the replacement of the milling building. The construction was done by slip form placed in 7 days on a continuous pour in December 2017. The pour started on Sunday morning and was completed on the following Friday night, a few days before Christmas. At the start, it took 110 workers, which split the day into two 12-hour shifts to complete the pour. 4 ready-mix trucks fed the concrete pump continuously for the 7-day pour. Concrete was pumped into a surge bin and distributed into the forms with 35 workers on concrete buggies. A total of 4,050 cubic yards was used for this building. The winter weather presented challenges to get the concrete to set properly so that the form could be moved to keep the pour on schedule. The rate of placement averaged 20 yards per hour. The concrete mix for the slip form was a 6.5 bag air and train mix with super plasticizer. The concrete floor slabs were poured after the walls cured. An 8-inch bag mix with super plasticizer was used for that part of the building. The building was completed on August 31, 2018. Other work on the project continues. Didion plans to have the state-of-the-art plant fully operational by early 2019. Project team members include owner Didion Milling, concrete supplier Carew Concrete and Supply, contractor Hoganson Construction, engineer VAA. Oshkosh Snell Road West Lift Station won in the Municipal Facility category. The Snell Road West Lift Station pumps incoming waste to the wastewater treatment plant miles away. There was approximately 1,100 cubic yards of concrete in this project. About 900 yards of the concrete is below grade that needed a waterproofing admixture added to the concrete at the batch plant to produce watertight concrete. That included the footings, walls, and floors. The base floor is 7.5 feet thick. The first floor is a cast-in-place, suspended deck pour that was shored up from 35 feet below grade. The walls are 30 inches thick and 35 feet tall to the top of the grade. There are water channels 5 feet thick that divert wastewater into various wet well bays to the big pumps that pump the material clear across town. There's also 4 flights of suspended concrete stairs that were poured in place. Various design mixes were used for the project from 3,000 to 4,500 psi. The project took 73 tons of 3/4-inch rebar. Project team members include concrete supplier MCC, contractor Cardinal Construction, engineer ACOM Technical Services. I-41 and Wisconsin 441 interchange bridges won in the municipal infrastructure category. This multi-year project in the Fox Valley was very complex, including concrete structures over roadways, waterways, and railroads. The highly visible project has needed an upgrade for many years. With its completion, it has made a positive impact on residents and has added new business to the area. The existing bridge was redecked along with new piers on the ends to accommodate the flyovers, ramps, and grade changes to work in conjunction with the 41 interchange. Scheduling was a big concern as the contractor wanted to complete as many decks as possible in the fall of 2017, as they could only pour the parapets if the decks had been poured and cured out. By pouring the parapets in the winter, the contractor had enough time to pour the final placements in the spring of 2018, allowing for the project to be completed on time. The 17 deck pours averaged 1,000 plus yards per pour, with the largest being 1,600 yards placed in 12 hours. For the bridge parapet portion, the contractor designed a conveyor device that allowed trucks to continually discharge concrete at an increased rate, improving efficiency. A variety of concrete mixes were used, from a standard DOT binary mix with 1 1/4 inch aggregate to mixes using super plasticizer, mid-range water reducer, and ice as needed. Overall, the $56 million project used 32,794 cubic yards, once again proving that concrete is the preferred building product for bridges in Wisconsin that will be in use for generations to come. Project team members include owner, architect, WSDOT, concrete supplier MCC, contractor Lunda Construction, engineer DAR Engineering. FedEx distribution facility won in the parking lot category. The FedEx 156-door distribution facility in Oak Creek is a spectacular example of why ready-mix concrete is essential to the success of the transportation giant's future. The project was originally designed with over 70% of the 1.2 million square feet of pavement in asphalt. However, aggressive marketing of concrete benefits converted the site to 100% concrete pavement. The site consists of various concrete pavement thickness, 6 inches in the employee parking lots, 7 inches in the truck and trailer parking areas, 9 inches in the drive lanes and traffic areas, and 12 inches in the site entrance lanes. Many challenges were overcome to place the massive amount of concrete in a timely manner. Due to wet conditions, some areas had to be pumped and conveyed to keep the project moving. Originally tabbed to start in April, heavy continuous rain throughout the spring and early summer delayed the project until early July. As a result, the contractor needed to ramp up paving efforts, expanding planned 1,200 cubic yard daily pours to 2,000 cubic yards, with the largest being 86,000 square feet in one day. A total of 31,000 cubic yards of unreinforced concrete pavement was placed. To keep up this massive production, many state-of-the-art technologies were used, from computerized control joint planning, 3D total station guided fine grading, laser screed mounted final texturing and curing application, to ride-on laser-guided early entry sawing of 38 miles of control joints. A 4,000 psi AFA mix was used, with opening strength typically achieved in 3 to 4 days. Project team members include owner Setzer Properties, general contractor Benell Hill Construction, concrete supplier Ozinga Ready Mix, contractor Swiderski Concrete Construction, architect Bill Thomas, engineer JSD Professional Services. Park City Credit Union won a special merit in the parking lot category. In July 2018, the new credit union and headquarters building opened its doors for the first time. Although the new 26,000 square foot building itself is a marvel of design and craftsmanship, the parking lot also provides many practical and aesthetic benefits. The grand opening of this new facility coincided with the credit union's 80th anniversary celebration. With the company's long history in mind and with their sights set on the future, longevity was a key goal for this new site. Ready Mix was selected on this property for its ease of maintenance, strength, low life cycle costs, and light reflectivity. In all, 1,541 cubic yards of concrete was used to create this new parking lot. Ready Mix provided a high-quality building material and safety considerations for credit union, employees, and guests. In addition to the parking lot surface, Ready Mix was used for sidewalks, curbs, islands, planting beds, and a common area near the main entrance. The planting beds help break up the parking lot to organize parking and traffic to the bank's amenities, while also providing a space for lighting. Near the bank's entrance, a tall planting bed provides additional aesthetic appeal and acts as a safety barrier in front of the credit union. The raised planting bed required careful framework to create a combination of rounded edge sand 90-degree corners. Project team members include owner, Park City Credit Union, concrete supplier, County Materials Corporation, contractor, Lewis Construction, architect and general contractor, WRMCA Group. Didion Milling won in the tilt-up category. A brand new warehouse was part of the plant rebuilding at Didion Milling. The warehouse is used for bulk storage and processing of corn. Tilt-up concrete panels were constructed on the building floor by Didion crews. A 6-bag air and train mix using pea gravel and water reducer was poured for the face of the panel. Then, 3 inches of styrofoam was sandwiched in between another 6 inches of concrete. A 4,000 psi mix with 3/4-inch stone and super plasticizer was used for this part. The tilt-up panels used almost 3,000 cubic yards of concrete. The foundation and floor poured used another 850 cubic yards of ready-mix concrete. C.D. Smith Construction did the construction for both the foundation and floor. They also set the tilt-up panels and were the general contractor on the project. Project team members include owner, Didion Milling, concrete supplier, Crew Concrete and Supply, contractor, C.D. Smith Construction, architect, Grafe, engineer, Siebers Inc. Farwell Drive, Maple Bluff won in the Southwest region. The homeowners decided to install a colored stamped concrete driveway to increase the value and curb appeal of their beautiful Madison home. The contractor laid out 2.5 ton of number 4 rebar for this project before concrete was poured to ensure a strong and lasting product. The pour was then broken into 3 separate areas: 1,000 square feet of border, 3,800 square feet of main driveway, and 700 square feet of sidewalks. The main driveway and walkway were poured with porcelain gray color, while the borders are a much deeper color smokestack. To enhance the look and functionality of the driveway, low-voltage lights were embedded along the border within the concrete. As the homeowners drive onto their driveway, sensors turn on the lights, which remain on until turned off by a timer. The lights provide an economical and eco-friendly lighting solution for the property. The main challenge of this project was handling the water on site. Due to the pitch of the properties in the area and the close proximity to Lake Mendota, neighbors were concerned with water getting on their properties or draining past the yards into the lake. As a result, the contractor set up a catch basin in the back of the house. To maximize the homeowner's investment, a penetrating sealer and 2 coats of an acrylic sealer with grip were applied to the finished product, resulting in a beautiful, protected surface. Project team members include concrete supplier Lycon, contractor and engineer Chris Voss Contractor. Valley Road Condominium Common Space won in the Southeast region. The goal of the Valley Road Condominium Common Space project was to develop a gathering area for the patrons and employees of the surrounding businesses where they can enjoy a break from shopping or working while using the area that also acts as a stormwater retention for this part of the development. The project includes a metal structure pergola supported by board-formed columns, multiple benches and seating areas, accent lighting all atop and around a multi-patterned and stained concrete walk-in patio. Several concrete patterns and colors were integrated to highlight the area to make it warm and inviting. The concrete was poured over the clear stone retention area. There was a rebar grid throughout the entire project that helps support the slab over the massive clear stone. Integral color was used in the stamped concrete cobblestone circles. A polymeric grout was used to define the grout lines to create an authentic look. The decorative stone along the edges of the walk allows for stormwater infiltration to a large clear stone mass below the walk and patios, where stormwater is controlled and allowed to return into the earth at a controlled pace. The Valley Road Condominium Common Space project turned out to be a beautiful and useful alternative to a retention pond. Project team members include owner Ixonia Bank, concrete supplier Rivcrete Ready Mix, contractor Ganos Decorative Concrete, architect Oliver Construction, engineer Lake Country Engineering. The Layer House won in the Northeast region. The Layer family bought 17 acres in the town of Winchester 3 years ago. They wanted a very private wooded setting with the house set into the side of a hill. This allowed them to have walkouts on 2 sides as well as a 2-level garage. The home is a great example of how to use concrete not only for the basement, but throughout the whole house. The second main level of the house is spancrete with a 3-inch concrete topping. The house started in February of 2017 and was poured throughout the winter. It was very easy pouring in cold temperatures because of the insulated forms. Ceiling heights varied with the basement height at 10 feet, great room ceiling height at 19 feet, and the overall ICF walls at 29 feet. The contractor chose ICF for a couple of reasons. He wanted an energy-efficient, quiet, and safe home. Building with ICFs made it a smooth process. The Layer family wanted an easy-to-maintain house, so they used concrete in all the interior floors with in-floor heat. In the lower level, they used 4 different colors in the stamped concrete. The second floor has an acid-stained floor in the workshop and garage area. The living room concrete floor was dyed. The volume of concrete placed in this house showcases the many diverse uses of concrete. Project team members include owner Travis Layer, concrete supplier Gru Concrete and Supply, contractor Delrar, architect Eric Peters. UWSP Chemistry Biology building won in the North Central region. Building a fully operational science facility on the University of Wisconsin Stevens Point campus required several unique design demands. The biggest challenge was building a concrete superstructure in conjunction with a post-tension system and connections with both masonry and structural steel throughout the building. The science facility required a strong concrete superstructure and post-tension system to minimize equipment noise and vibration, maintaining a quiet learning environment. Ready mix was the most utilized building material for the science facility and makes up approximately 75% of the structure. A majority of the pumping for the elevated decks took place during cold weather, requiring the implementation of several cold weather techniques to maintain proper curing. During the construction process, there were many environmental obstacles. First, much of the construction, including ready-mix pours, took place early in the morning to avoid vehicle and pedestrian traffic the campus sees throughout the day. In addition, a major storm damaged the site as well as a long and cold winter that included a late winter snowstorm. The time constraints and weather required several schedule changes and varying delivery times. The contractor said that coordination between their crews and the ready-mix supplier resulted in no issues in timing, placement, or quality of the job. Project team members include owner, State of Wisconsin, concrete supplier, County Materials Corporation, contractor, Myron Construction, architect and engineer, Potter Lawson, in association with HOK. Special thanks to the following for making the awards possible: Todd's Ready Mix and Cornerstone Concrete for the concrete plaques, companies and individuals who submitted entries, judges of the awards, Gary Wallace for his help with the presentation. On behalf of the Wisconsin Ready Mix Concrete Association and co-sponsors Gru Concrete and Supply, Euclid Chemical, GRT Mapei, Rivcrete Ready Mix, Sika Corporation, and the Wisconsin chapter of the American Concrete Institute, we congratulate all the Concrete Design Award winners.